Are we supposed to see it bigger?
H, what do we got going here?
Are we on?
I don't think we're on yet.
Oh.
There we are.
How do you make that bigger?
Or at least what's happening out there? We can't see. We don't want to see ourselves bigger. We just want to see the comments.
There we go.
Can we see the comments though? Are there comments? Are you guys there? Are you out there? There you are. What's up, Karen? Mark, it was Karen's birthday 2 days ago.
Happy birthday, Karen.
Yeah, she was 30-ish, something. So.
Karen that went to high school with us?
Yeah, exactly.
Huggins?
Yes. I wasn't a math major. I'm not
She'd be in her 30s.
Yeah, absolutely. So, well, first of all, we want to start by saying how much we are thinking about everybody out west. The fires and everything is just, it's beyond heartbreaking to watch that news continue to unfold every day. So our prayers with everybody out there and everybody who's possibly going to get hit by another storm down there in the panhandle of Florida and Louisiana. Ouch. But we're thinking about you all. But on the plus side, beyond our friend Karen, who recently had a birthday, today we're celebrating some anniversaries out there. Rosemary and Terry. We know
Terry Free.
We know you and Rosemary are kicked back with those 8 tracks playing in the background and tuning in. So happy anniversary. Happy 42nd anniversary to Debbie. I don't want to mess up your last name. Is it Eichler? And her husband?
Well, you just did.
I just did.
Yeah.
And 29th anniversary for Lee Ellen and her husband. So that is awesome. Today is, I know, I'm just going to do all of these. It's Josh McFarland's 40th birthday. 40 years old. So anyway, happy birthday. And anybody else who's having a birthday or anniversary.
You don't even know these people.
I know all of the people. Well, I don't.
You don't even know and you're acting like you do.
I don't know all the anniversary people, but I feel like I do. So, what's up? Somebody from Belfouche, South Dakota. See, I can say that because Shane has taught me how to say that. That just popped up on the side, in case you're wondering. So how's everybody doing? Doing well? Man, you're from all over the place already. Nice. Salt Lake City. Good to see you. Tennessee, Indiana. Mark, what would you like to tell all the kids out there in Facebook land? Wow. Never one to overuse words.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody says, I need my Sawyer Brown fix. I know. We're trying to get back out there. It is slowly maybe beginning to unfold.
We've done 5 shows. World. We've done 5, right? 4?
Yeah, since March.
Yeah. And it's great. It's great to be back out. It's awesome. That was one of our questions.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be back on the road? Good. I wish we were going to do more. But right now, we already saw there's at least already 50 cities on the tour for next year.
So.
And that's maybe going to double or triple.
Yeah, believe me, we're going to be out there as much as we possibly can next year. So we're looking forward to that. But anything else you want to add in on that?
You're really doing a good job of talking.
I know.
You always do.
Okay, somebody else had a 16th anniversary. Happy anniversary there. Karen had asked, did we ever record a song we thought would be a bigger hit than it actually was?
All of them.
Yeah.
You thought all of them were going to be bigger than they were.
There were certainly a couple that, you always have great hopes for it. But when you release a song to radio, so many things come into play. It's what other songs are out there at the time, whether your label is working for you or whether they've all gone to the beach and the bar at the same time. So it can really vary there, but there's definitely, I think whenever we've put a single out, we have thought that it had the potential.
Can you hear me now? would have been bigger.
I-
But that was kind of at the time that we were
Yeah.
doing some different things at the label, and it probably didn't get the push. But I thought that's one of our better records that we made.
Yeah, it's definitely possible to sometimes get, just
It just kind of got
lost in the shuffle for sure.
So check that out. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's out there on all your streaming platforms, as the kids would tell you. So
I did see the video for I Need a Girlfriend, which was a fun video.
Wow, I couldn't promise you that I even remember that video.
It was in my 4-door Jeep before there were
Okay.
4-door Jeeps.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So all of this was really a setup to remind us that he had a 4-door Jeep.
Before
but
there were 4-door Jeeps.
But you knew that. Love seeing you, Branson. That's awesome. It was fun to be there. Hello from Apopka. Nice.
Who was it?
Nice. Amy Cawley.
Yeah.
Hello from Apopka, the big potato. Awesome, Montana. Yeah, we did, in fact, have a couple of Montana dates that were supposed to happen back in July that did not, but hopefully they'll get added back into the mix next year. So we're definitely looking forward to all of that stuff happening. What's up, Bill Ferguson? How are you? It's like old home week here. I love it. Hello from Missoula. Nice.
One of our favorite
Nice.
cities.
Yeah.
Missoula, Montana.
Somebody had asked, do you all have any pets? I like to think that I have some trained monkeys that I sometimes train better than others on that bus.
I currently do not have any.
Actually,
pets.
yeah. I think the only people, I think JoJo now has a dog, and he may
I'm
be
just
the
going to
only
share this
one.
with you. He has no idea.
I do. Actually.
No, you don't.
I do.
No,
I
you
know
don't.
Shane does not have any animals at his house. Pets.
And it's terrible. Shame on him because he has 2 kids and they want a pet and a dog.
That's true.
And
She's a Canadian.
oh,
I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I've just been corrected on this. Thank you. Shane has a gecko.
yeah.
He does. It's yeah. His name is Geo. I've actually met. I don't want to brag.
You notice that someone had to tell you that because
No, I just.
he doesn't really.
Well, you know what?
He doesn't really know anything about any of
And
the
I
other
don't mean
guys
to
in the
be
band because
unkind.
he's very egotistical.
I was thinking
and
dogs.
He's very selfish. He's
I was
into his own
thinking
life.
I was thinking dogs. Look, I have fed crickets to
I've been
Geo.
thinking of dogs when.
I have fed crickets to the gecko. So
Wow.
yeah. It probably sounds like I'm bragging.
I'd like to hear crickets right now.
I bet you would. Well, speaking of crickets, let's go with this one. What's your favorite song of yours?
I just pick one. I can't pick.
I know they're all like your children, but
Wow. Mine?
yeah.
The Walk.
Gosh, I should have gone first because that was going to be mine. I wasn't going to. I mean, of ours, I would say it's The Walk. Of anything I've ever written for me.
I was going to bring up what you wrote, right?
Well, that's what you just did. I would say something on. I don't know that first Christmas record. Kind of maybe pick any of those. I'm pretty happy with all of those. Those are probably my favorites.
You didn't even pick a song.
Hallelujah, He is born.
Okay, so that's better. That
There we
helps.
go.
That helps them have a reference
There we.
point.
I was actually gonna let them go to their CD.
Pick their
players
own
and pick-
song,
Yeah,
but
pick
that
which
wasn't
one.
the question.
Pick which one. Oh, I should have done this by myself. Oh, good one here. What was the most fun video to make? I'm going to start for me because I don't want to steal his, and if he says it, I'm just going to be hacked. 6 Days on the Road. That video, if I see that, I really do think, oh no, that's watching us. That very much feels like us. And the corollary question on that one was also, what's the most difficult? For my memory bank, Outgoing Catton.
Outgoing Catton was definitely
Yeah.
the most difficult because it was in New York. We were up all night. We were in a fountain with pigeon poop.
We were with a director who kind of went AWOL during part of that.
AWOL?
Well, I don't want to say anything that's... We'll stick with AWOL, kids, but you corner me sometime. I'll tell you exactly what's going on. But anyway, it was literally all night long in a fountain. Cold. Pigeon
wet.
Poop. Did we mention pigeon poop? Because that was
a lot.
There was a lot of pigeon poop.
And it was in the middle of Manhattan.
Mm-hmm. It was the fountain in front of the Plaza Hotel. For any of you who want to go sit in pigeon poop all night, I can promise you can find some there.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe the end result was cool, but boy, oh boy, it wasn't a whole lot of fun to make. Okay.
You didn't let me get to my favorite video.
Oh, no, you're right. I didn't. Yeah,
seriously, man.
What was your favorite one?
You know,
was it one I wrote?
If I leave, no one's going to watch you.
Well.
So, I liked 6 Days on the Road as well. Mm-hmm. I like the finished version of Drive Me Wild. I really liked, I remember like when we were doing it, really not really imagined, because you have to understand Mike Solomon, who was our director on most of our videos, if you remember when he wrote up the description of 6 Days on the Road, it came to us and it says, "Don't worry guys, just show up, you're going to look cool."
Yeah.
That was the description of the video. That was the storyboard. And it came out cool, and so did Drive Me Wild. So
it did, yeah. And a lot of times we had a small inkling of what might be happening, and Mike always had the full vision. So often he would just say, "You're just going to have to trust me," and that was, in fact, the truth, because he knew much more about what this was.
If you remember on the Hard to Say video, we shot our part and we did it in LA, and then we had to catch a flight out, and then they filmed some stuff after the fact. And we get the first version, the first edit and there was like a witch in it, and there was like all this kind of stuff, and it was a little too weird for us. So
we were like, when did this happen?
So there has been some stuff we've had to cut out of the videos that you didn't need to see.
Exactly. Yeah. Somebody just said they liked Shaken.
Yeah.
It was also.
Oh, that was fun. Yeah, that was fun.
That was fun. And
Alamarada in the Florida Keys.
And we did Shaken and Heart Don't Fall both at the same time. Yeah. I mean, not literally at the same time, but same shoot. So yeah.
And Shaken is the one where you're playing the saxophone and you look really stupid.
I do. I'm not going to argue with that.
Because you can't play the saxophone.
But I also played the saxophone and Outgoing Cat and looked even more stupid. And that happened because, well, we'll talk about that. But the director disappeared and said, "That's a wrap." And we're like, "Dude, there's a saxophone solo." Yeah. Okay, whatever. Yeah. Gary Dawson, no, we're here for Hobie. Thank you, Gary.
Gary, we're not here for Hobie. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, One Less Pony. Yes, also a fun one. We did One Less, speaking of videos we did at the same time, we did One Less Pony and Superman's Daughter, which is also a very cool video. It's a song that not a ton of people heard necessarily, but the video.
It was a really well-written song.
I wonder who wrote that. Written by Frank Miller's brother. I'll be darned.
Yeah.
So where was I going to go with it? Oh yeah, just that those two were the same. Actually, like a video ranch that had been used in a million westerns over the years.
In New Mexico.
Yeah. We had great Mexican food that day. I do remember that. Funny the things that stick with you. Let's go with, well, as long as we're talking about movies, any movie projects in the works for you?
Not right now, but there are talks of maybe a movie on Mark Hall's story.
Well, that would certainly be a great story.
The lead singer of Casting Crowns, and his story, and it would be a faith-based movie. And we are in talks about that. But that would be the very beginning stages of that. But that would be a really, really cool movie.
Yeah.
And you need to check out Casting Crowns, period.
Period. Absolutely. And I was just about to say, for those of you, check your calendars and schedules out there. Their stuff is listed on Facebook, but they're doing some drive-in theater shows.
Mm-hmm.
So for, I think, the rest of this month, maybe even the beginning of October. So check those out. Somebody had asked, would we ever be willing to do a drive-in theater show? And the answer is absolutely yes. So if you own a drive-in, know a drive-in, have a stage in your backyard, please.
If you have a stage in your backyard, we will come.
We'll come. It's
Build
that
it,
simple.
and we will come.
It is that simple.
Hey, can we talk about Josiah?
Absolutely.
Okay, this is out of, I would say, out of the Sawyer Brown camp.
Yeah.
Doug Johnson and I are producing a new artist, and he's on Black River Entertainment, the same label as Kelsey Ballerini. And he's being managed out of our office, and his name is Josiah Siska. And he is absolutely, you're going to be hearing a lot from him. He is really cool, young, I call him a kid. I call you a kid.
Well, yeah.
The first song, it was released a couple days ago. It's called World Gone Mad. And
yeah, we posted, there's a link to be able to hear that today. We posted that on our Facebook page. So definitely take a listen. It's unreal that Josiah is as young as he is and sings like he sings.
Yes.
It's pretty incredible. You hear an older soul when you hear him sing.
And he's really cool because he is kind of an older soul. I mean, he loves, Johnny Cash, Merle Haggard, he's very, very old school, but he's 22 years old.
Yeah. And
he is has this incredibly deep, believable voice.
Yeah.
A lot deeper than your voice.
Well, I mean, I'll go with you on that. Okay. Maybe.
Yeah. But
gosh, when this camera goes off, people, we're gonna have a little talking.
Anyway, Josiah Siska, is the artist, and check him out. Check him out.
Definitely do. Tommy Merson, what's up?
Okay, Tommy, you won yesterday. I know that your Little Raiders won, but tonight the Broncos, pal. The Broncos will be playing, and I hope you have your orange and blue on. That's all I can say
I have
right
a
now.
Distinct feeling he does not. He is not going to be pulling for the Broncos.
Yeah.
But he was asking about adding more shows. We're in hopes literally all the time that they'll keep opening up the doors to the world, and we can get back out there and start playing a little bit more. I think realistically, the rest of this year is probably slow. As you know, if we're to sort of believe what we see on the calendars now, but I do believe that once we get past 2020, it's going to be man. Who else is ready for 2021? I'm kind of there.
I've been working on the vaccine.
Wow. Well, currently,
not for COVID.
Currently, your personality is helping me want to socially distance myself, but. I don't know. I don't even know if you've been seeing some of these little signs.
Isn't music kind of a vaccine? A little bit, maybe.
It is.
Makes you feel better.
Yeah.
Right, people.
Yeah.
So you can kind of say I'm working on a vaccine.
Wow. I feel better just knowing that you're at work there. On that. Let's get to something serious. What's your favorite road snack?
Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Wow.
After the show. You know that.
Yeah. I mean, I knew that, but I didn't ask the question.
And just for you, I mean, you have to absolutely get the peanut butter. Some of these guys will make peanut butter sandwiches, butter and jelly sandwiches, and it will gross me out. I mean, I won't even be able to look at them. I mean, if the peanut butter's got to be smooth, the jelly's got to be smooth, it's got to be put together just perfectly, and I dunk my sandwich in milk and eat it.
Van Gogh did not spend as much time on a painting as this man spends making a peanut butter sandwich.
It's important to me.
By the time he's done, I'm like, I'm over it.
Peter Pan creamy.
Yeah, it can't be.
And strawberry preserves, Smuckers, straight up, and whole wheat bread.
Greg Cumming, you're not far from us now. Are you guys here? Are you in Tennessee now?
Whoa. Really?
Go Broncos, Jamie Maltby.
Yes,
sir.
Yes.
I know he's watching. I know he's going to be watching. It's a late night. It's a late night for people in Florida because it's an hour later than here. Yeah, Greg and Barbie, if you're in Tennessee, that's awesome. That's great news. Yeah, I see some other teams coming up here.
Go Chiefs.
Yeah.
You
You didn't even let me say my favorite road's next. Speaking of just blowing right past that, whatever's on the bus, man. I'm so easy. Like the snack aisle at Kroger, that's my jam.
Dude, you're
whatever's on there.
You're the pickiest human being on the planet.
Are you kidding me?
You eat Wheat Thins. That's it.
Wheat Thins, Tostitos, Goldfish. Come on now, Goldfish.
It gets
Cheez-Its?
it gets all over my fingers. I don't
that's
eat Goldfish.
Cheetos.
It's the same thing.
No, golly.
It's the same. It's a Cheeto.
Please.
Those little fish, those goldfish are just Cheetos.
They don't leave any.
They're Cheetos.
Oh my word! It's like 38 years have been wasted trying to educate this person. They're so not alike. Oh my word! But truly, pizza. Come on. I don't know that that's officially a snack, but pizza. Somebody said, "What do you do after the show?" And I'm going to be honest with you. I eat pizza. It's that simple. Other people here can act like they don't. They do. It's pizza after the show.
After the show, I get on the bus and I put in earplugs.
That's interesting because during the show, I put in earplugs. So maybe we could just share a pair of those earplugs since we're using them at different times. Yeah. And another question had been, what do we do like leading up to the show? What do we do?
Does it say fall game?
Yeah, I don't know about that. What
What was the question?
Like, what do we do leading up to a show? What do we do before the show?
Like it during the day?
Like I think,
Or like right before the show?
Before. We don't have real.
Not a lot of
rituals
rituals.
there. No.
We know what we got to do.
Yeah.
I'll usually stretch out a little bit.
Sorry, I got to get to that. Mark, are you Pentecostal? I noticed the way you dance.
Absolutely.
I think
You know that.
funny
You can't. Of course, you know that.
Didn't say, are you Presbyterian? I've seen the way you dance. Whatever.
He is Presbyterian.
Rosemary Free wants to know, will Frank sing? Well, now, Rosemary,
yes.
I think
Yes.
Somehow he let it slip by that today is yours and Terry's anniversary. Otherwise, he would have been here to sing. I think it's safe to say that. So keep your phone handy in case he calls.
Well, Frank
once he works something up.
I'd love to hear that myself.
Do you want to?
What is that? And then, oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. My second grandson was born a couple weeks ago.
We should have really led with that because that's really the biggest news.
Yep. Eli Christopher Brown.
Yeah.
And he is, we call him Jack, but Brady Jackson Brown's little brother.
Yep.
So, yeah.
And from the looks of things, he's officially into this whole Big Brother thing.
Yeah. My daughter, Madison, who has her TV show, Chasing Down Madison Brown, which had just got picked up in syndication and will
Heartland.
be in every household in America for the next 3 years. So, Chasing Down Madison Brown, you got to check that out. And she has given me 2 beautiful grandsons.
Yeah. They're awesome.
And I am the coolest.
Well,
Coolest.
now, I mean, I would like to sit here and deny this,
Granddad
but
on the planet.
I don't know. Well, yeah, I know that Jack is eat up with that guy right there.
Oh yeah.
It's like
How could he not
everyone
be?
else
How
in
could
the
he
room,
not be?
including his mama, ceases to exist
Yeah.
when Mark walks in the room.
That's right.
So, yeah. So he's definitely got it figured out. He has definitely got it figured out. So,
Yeah, I already bought him a Corvette.
so I mean, what's not to like about this?
Yeah. All right.
Okay, let's see. Oh, this is a definite. Are either one of you good cooks? Okay, I'm going to start. I know that's a surprise. But twice in the last couple of months, I have cooked for Mark and Lisa. And don't let this current silence lead you to think he didn't enjoy the food. Did you enjoy the food or did you not?
Hey, I eat food. It's fuel. Food is fuel for me. I just
If I'd known the man didn't know the difference between a goldfish and a Cheeto, I wouldn't have wasted my time in his kitchen. But I did, and I made 2 great meals. So I think I have to answer for myself. Yes.
You know what? I don't even think people send these questions in.
I think
honestly, I think you want to brag about your cooking.
I can show you that. Did you or did you not enjoy both of them?
My wife did. I enjoyed seeing her eat.
He is so full of you know what because cleaned his plate. I think on one he went back for more than
I don't cook a lot, so I guess I will say that.
Right. And by a lot,
I grill, but
That's
every
true.
guy in America grills.
He does.
Every guy in America grills. So I can't even. No, but I don't cook a lot.
All right.
But if I did,
it'd be good.
It'd be good.
It'd be good. Alicia, I just saw that. Hello, Alicia Wilkerson. Owen, her grandson is watching. Owen, who also has a very cool granddad. Come on, Bill. let's talk. Yeah. So I'm trying to read these comments as they go by. They go by so quickly. I gotta go back to my list here. Would you like to start with this one, Mark? What are you reading these days?
Jesus Calling. Now what do you gotta say, big boy?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's good. I read Jesus Calling every day. I don't have it read.
When this is over, I'll explain to you who Jesus is.
Wow, don't touch me. About to get struck by lightning. Or me, whichever comes first.
Yeah.
Jesus Calling is a great devotion. I read that every day. But I've been reading some other books. Yeah, you don't want to hear about all the books.
No. Tell them about your books that you're reading.
No, you know what? One day, how about if I do?
Because they're so interesting.
I'm going to do a blog post about books, and then that way people that want to read about books can hear about.
Are you reading that Clive Kessler book?
Okay. One day, he gets off a plane and says, "You know who sat next to me on the plane?" He goes, "It's some writer." And I went, "Really? What's his name?" And he goes, "Clive Kessler." And I'm like, "Are you serious, man? You sat next to Clive Kessler?" He didn't sit next to Clive Kessler. He doesn't know who Clive Kessler is. He knows that Colin, our road manager, was reading a book by Clive Kessler. So he just thinks, I got nothing else to say. Yeah, I sat next to Clive Kessler. This is the kind of thing
It got to really.
I was, for once, thought you were cool.
Yeah.
You had sat next to Clive Kessler.
I did sit next to Stephen King in a restaurant.
Now that, I did hear that was true. But that was corroborated.
It was creepy.
No,
it was creepy.
Sawyer Brand, you need to tour with Garth Brooks. Preach.
Absolutely.
You can make that happen.
Absolutely.
You can make that happen. We love Garth.
Stephen King is creepy.
Stephen, you know Stephen King put us in one of his books?
Yes.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
Revival?
Yeah. Check it out.
The main character is going to open for Sawyer Brown. That's when my brother thought we might have actually accomplished something with our little lives when that happened.
You kind of look like Stephen King.
That's okay. I love Stephen King.
You're creepy like him.
No. You know what? Stephen King and I are both going to gut you when you're sleeping or get that crazy clown to do that.
Look at you.
I don't want to look at you.
You're creepy. Dude, you are
creepy. Are you just now figuring this out?
You are creepy.
God. So, I almost just... Okay. Hello. Martha Cooper. What's up? Miss Cooper.
Oh, that's
from
cool.
Winter Garden.
That's cool.
Nice. Nice. Got a bunch of the Florida folks. Hi, Mark. I love your voice. Yes. Oh, it's from Frank. What else? Yes, Bill Wilkerson. Coolest grandpa's ride Harleys. Can't argue.
Yeah.
Cannot argue with that. Come to the Ice House Theater, the one in Mount Dora? Well, I mean, yeah, get them to book us. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. Okay, here's an interesting one. Okay, if you had people coming to Nashville, where would you take them? What are the must-see things for someone who's
I
going to
don't
come
go
visit
out.
Nashville?
So when people come, I don't.
You just send them out to traffic.
I just tell them to leave.
You know what? I'd like to tell you that he's joking, but he's not. He's not. I would say since
You go out a lot.
Well,
You go out a lot. You do.
I used to go see live music a lot, but that hasn't happened since March the 12th. But who's counting, right?
But everybody knows that.
Yeah.
He does. He goes out a lot. So ask him.
To concerts. I don't just like go.
You go bar hopping.
Oh my gosh. From the great beyond, my mother just slapped you. I do not go bar hopping. So if you're looking for a bar, I can't help you out. But I would say go to the Ryman Auditorium. Take the tour of the Ryman, which is absolutely incredible. Go see a show there. I don't care who is playing there. It's going to be worth your while. And while you're there, go right across the back alley and go to eat barbecue at Jack's Barbecue, which is seriously good barbecue. And then, you know, if you're in the mood, you've got Tootsie's, Roberts, all of that. There's music all up and down the street.
There is great live
Tons.
music.
You're going to hear great music.
The best musicians, and up and down Broadway.
Yeah.
You know, most of the doors to the clubs that he goes and hangs out in, and bars that he goes to.
Yeah. Just call me the possum.
Yeah, they have great music.
Yeah.
I've walked by some of them on my way to sporting events.
Hi, Bill Shore.
Bill Shore.
Bill Shore, who just said hello.
I had an Uber driver, Bill. Now check this out, Bill. I had an Uber driver that asked me if I knew you, and he knew you because he had sold you a truck.
Wow.
Way back in the day.
Bill Shore wrote Leona.
Yeah.
And
we still say, hey, Bill, we still sing Leona every night on stage. Just so you know.
Every night. And Bill, writing with Bill is like getting a master class in how to do it right.
Bill Shore.
The man knows melody, lyrics, the importance of a hook, the importance of finishing what you start. He was when I first moved to town. I was signed as a writer by Blake Nevis to Charlie Pride's publishing company, and Bill Shore was my mentor. And if you don't like any of the songs that I've written, you have to blame Bill. Yeah. Yeah, Bill's the bomb digger. Can I add something? Because this is the way my mind works, something you have to do when you come to Nashville, Gentry Farms. Got to go to Gentry. You got to come soon because it's about to be pumpkin season.
Yep. You got to go to Gentry Farms.
Unbelievably beautiful. If you've got kids, they're absolutely going to love it. And it starts the end of this.
When does it start, Hunter?
The end of this.
Definitely October, possibly the end of the month.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So definitely, if you come in October, you're golden.
Yeah.
So that's a must do. Karen, I hope it's not lightning there, Mark. That's right. Because he would be pre-struck.
For what?
Pre-struck.
Karen loves me.
Yeah, she probably does, but that's because she's got a big heart. You know what? And Karen, if your mom is watching, saw the pictures of your birthday party, your mom has found the fountain of youth. Your mother looks like your sister, who looks like your sister, Kathy. You could be sisters. Yeah. So even though Karen, you are the youngest of the three, by far. But anyway, that's a small digression into my old homeschool. Any
more stuff about you?
Any trip to California in the future? Well, we hope. We would love to come back to California.
Yeah. So,
there's your tech question there, dude. What's your favorite mic to sing through?
My favorite mic?
Yeah.
SM58.
Yeah.
And his is an SM57.
Yeah, those are great sounding. They're Road Warrior mics. You can put them through their paces, which we do because we use them a lot. Somebody saw us at WeFest. Oh man, we love WeFest. That was always a fun one.
We and John Anderson have played We Fest more than any other
Well, any
artist.
other artists, I think, like, oh my gosh.
Our boy John Anderson.
John
Shout out
Anderson.
to John again.
Shout out again. You got to get that John Anderson record. People.
Yeah,
You
man.
got to
Yeah,
get that
man.
record. Listen to that. Jill Abramson, Wiley, can we come play in your backyard? Yes, we can.
Yes.
Yes, we can. Get Chris to build a stage. Doesn't have to be big. You know, we know people who can do publicity. Just get that stage built. We're there. We are there. Oh, man, thank you so much. Like the Christmas shows. Yeah, those I absolutely love. Love doing those Christmas songs because we only get to do them a handful of times each year. So that's always a fun one. So thank you for
I
liking
celebrate
those.
Christmas all year long.
You do, which makes me think. Okay, that song. We have a song called "Christmas
Well,
All
you
Year
just
Long."
snapped your head back.
I did, man, because I
Wow.
wanted to mention this, and it just made me remember. Our boy Mac McAnally has a new CD. Mac,
Oh, man.
what made me think of that was Mac wrote the song "Christmas All Year Long" that we recorded, but Mac has a brand new CD, and what can you say? It does not get any better than Mac McAnally. Period. Ever. Start to
Writing,
finish.
singing,
Singing.
everything.
Cool
man.
dude.
Mac is
So please
in a
check.
league of his own.
Yeah, check that out. And as long as I'm plugging other people's music that I have nothing to do with, Lori McKenna, who wrote Humble and Kind, you know, the big hit that Tim McGraw had, as well as Stealing Kisses that Faith Hill had. She has a new album out called The Balladeer. And it's much like Mac's record. I'm just floored at how wonderful the songwriting is. It's incredible, and I love knowing that there's music out there like that. So check that out. Not the kind of thing somehow radio seems to play, but
Well, I got to plug Hannah Kerr. Since you're
I
doing
think
that,
you
I got to
should.
plug Hannah Kerr,
You should.
who is a Christian artist that I produce. We just finished a Christmas record on her, and her song "Winter Wonderland" has over 2 million. Maybe it's 20 million. It's a lot of streams.
Nice.
Anyway, we just finished a single that's coming out with Hannah Kerr and Cochran and Company, a duet.
Oh, cool. Cool.
Yeah, so that'll be coming out. And
Hannah-
we're just finishing that up.
Hannah's such a great singer.
Hannah Kerr, y'all got to check her out.
You got to check her out. She's
Incredible.
Yeah, she's
Everything she does, just Google her and go on and listen. You'll be blown away.
Yeah.
She sings a lot better than you.
Oh, please, absolutely. I'm not even fit to be in the same room.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm
No,
actually
you're not fit to be.
I'm barred from being in the same room. But I don't even know. You know what? There's no connection between my mouth and my head. I just,
Uh-uh.
yeah.
No, there's
Yep. Somebody mentioned they saw us in Ada, Oklahoma in 1987. And you know who else saw us there? That would be your Blake Shelton.
Yeah.
Yep. He saw us that way. We were
Blake
his first.
said that his first concert with Sawyer Brown and the first record he ever bought was The Race Is On. So there you
Yeah.
have it.
So you know that boy was raised right.
Yep.
That's what you know right
Good
there.
taste.
Yep.
Excellent taste.
Absolutely. Somebody else says, if I build a stage, will you come play? It's really simple. Yeah. Stage, lights, pizza, goldfish. Duke Mason, what's up, buddy? Man, lots of folks checking in. Lots of folks. Let's get back to this list. Oh, what would you consider to be the greatest country song of all time?
Get Down Tonight by KC and the Sunshine Band.
You know, that's good. I was going to say Purple Haze, but for me, and I can't pick one, but I know I can pick what would probably be top three. Coal Miner's Daughter, Coat of Many Colors, and man, it's a hard one to narrow down for
Wow.
me.
The Gambler for me.
Boy, yeah.
And you know
Yes.
what? I have to say, I stand by your man.
I was just about to throw
No,
that
you
in.
weren't. You were not ready to say that. I just said it. Stand by your man, Tammy
he's smack
Wynette.
talking, and I got pictures of Tammy Wynette all over this house, people. Believe me, I love me some Tammy Wynette. I was her favorite. I was.
Well, you're Dolly's favorite too.
I know. I think
So-
Loretta's too. Although you could be Loretta's favorite.
I'm Loretta's favorite.
Loretta does love you.
But
And I mean, who doesn't love those three ladies, right?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Gonna plug another Christmas record. Don't make any money off this. Dolly Parton's got a Christmas record coming out. Come on. 2 things I need to know
are you
about
sure you're not making any money off this? Because you're doing some hard sell on some of
Does
this
it feel
stuff.
like QVC over
Yeah,
here
a
right
little
about
bit.
now?
Yeah, a little bit. You're doing like a hard sell.
Smoking Hot Wife was your bridal song? All right. Well
There you
done.
go.
Well done. Oh, seeing hats. Somebody wants to know, where do you get your hats?
Everywhere.
I was going to say Goodwill. But
They're magic hats.
he does refer to those as magic.
They're
hats.
magic. All the hats that I wear are magic. Like Frosty.
Gosh. If I take that off with you, do you melt until I put it back on?
I begin to dance around.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Somebody just reminded me, and I feel bad that I'm plugging music and I have not a boy Hunter Miller.
Yes.
Come on. What's
Yes.
wrong with me? What's wrong with me?
Hunter Miller.
You know,
You got to check out. It's my nephew.
and Hunter and Dolly are
Get
both
your
sitting
hands,
on the
your hands out
couch.
of my face. Yeah.
Yes.
Hunter Miller is
Hunter
awesome.
Miller, it's out there. It's right out there where you can find it.
My nephew, my brother's son, and he's right over here, and he's fantastic. You got to check him out.
You do. Maybe even before
He plays keyboards and sings.
I know. I'm very worried about this.
Hmm.
When Hunter was a kid and he started playing keyboards, I'm like, I smell what the rock's cooking here. I mean,
And
this
I
is
like him a lot better than I like
I
you.
don't blame you. I love him. I love me some Hunchmo. I do. Domino's or Pizza Hut, that just popped up over there.
Oh,
on the side.
Domino's, absolutely, no question.
Well, you know, I used to work at Pizza Hut. So
That's-
once you've
that
worn
turned me against it.
once you've worn the smock, in fact, I could tell the whole story here, but I'm not going to. Once you've worn the Pizza Hut smock,
Tell the story.
Sawyer and began at Pizza Hut, kids. I was working, yes, as I did throughout all of my life until now, in the food services industry, as we like to call it. I was sporting the red smock, and Mark came into Pizza Hut where I was working and said, I've written some songs. Would you like to come over and play piano on them? So I quit in the middle of my shift.
Worst day of my life.
I know. That's why he won't go back to Pizza Hut.
I can't. It's
He
traumatic.
blames them for me. Greatest thing that ever happened to him, aside from these grandkids, is that. Where's Duncan these days? Duncan is flying the friendly skies for Southwest.
Southwest, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we talk to Duncan quite often. We
Yep.
saw Duncan last.
About a year ago.
Yeah. He's doing great.
He's doing great.
Yeah.
Yep. Everybody's asking about all the other kids. Everybody is great. Shane's great. Joe's great. Jimmy's great. Joey's great. Colin, Terry, Lightning, Nathan, Kenny, the whole gang.
You don't even
Frank and
know
Kelly.
the people that are on the road with us.
I know them
No,
all.
you like in your stateroom in the back, and you
know what?
call them your minions.
I-
That's sad, man.
I know everybody's
sad.
birthday. Don't even, right?
You just wrote all their names down so you could say them.
Oh, what was on my cap that I wore this weekend? Oh, well, I had my Ringo Starr cap out this trip, and I don't remember which other one. I'm just not randomly saying that.
Yes, you are.
Somebody just asked. Do you guys record Pro Tools or tape?
Well,
Well, it depends on which record. But
the earlier
yeah.
records, of course, were on tape, Pro Tools. But we will run stuff across tape if we want to get like an analog kind of vibe. So when I produce Casting Crowns, a lot of times I run Mark Hall's vocal across tape just to get that warm analog sound.
Boy, it is a really different world recording-wise than when we first started.
Yeah.
It's advantages and disadvantages. The old school way of everybody being in the room at the same time, and getting it on the tape was really awesome. Certainly there are things that can speed the process up.
But we still record that way. I mean, we still go into a studio and record the band like all at the same time, but we do record on digital, which would be Pro Tools.
Yeah. Let's see, somebody else had a bunch of folks from South Dakota weighing in today. I like it.
We were just there.
Yeah, man.
Mitchell.
Yes. Gwen LaRue says greatest song is He Stopped Loving Her Today. Now that's a lot of folks would be in that camp. So, and because you're you, Gwen, I will not argue with you because I will let you have that. That is a great song. That is a great song. Oh, somebody's got an opening in the kitchen of their brewery. Okay, keep me in mind. Honestly, keep me in mind. I'm currently available a lot. I have a lot of
hire
time.
him.
I can work in your brewery
Full time.
Yeah.
Hire him full time.
I'll pay with 5 Points Pizza in Nashville. Now there's another place to go if you come to Nashville. 5 Points Pizza over in East Nashville.
You must be getting paid.
I'm not.
You were just spouting stuff off. You must be getting paid.
Just want to help people out. Have we ever gotten into the restaurant business?
No.
Not on the ownership side, well, that's for sure. But I have certainly done everything else that a restaurant worker would have to do: wash dishes, cook. I was going to say mop up the bathroom.
Okay. Let's just say in years. How many years has it been since you've worked
in a restaurant?
In a restaurant or kitchen.
Well,
you act like that you're
I'm
going
just
out
saying.
and you're doing this like you just came from the washing dishes at the tavern.
Maybe I did. No, it's been a few years, but I'll tell you right now, if you own a Chick-fil-A, I'm there.
40 years, and he's acting like
40. No, it's been less than 40 years.
Okay, 38.
Yeah, 39. Yeah. Well, one year I came. One year I sort of
like it was yesterday.
Well, when you once a restaurateur,
you don't wash your own dishes. I mean, look.
There's no dishes in my sink, people. I can promise you that. You wouldn't find them. It's just not going to happen that way. But enough about dish work. How were the recent Missouri gigs? It was awesome.
Missouri's great.
Really good to be off the couch. So that was great, and the shows were really fun, and Silver Dollar City there in Branson has.
We remembered all the words.
We did. And
all the
Silver
chord
Dollar
changes.
City's done a great job figuring out how to do things with social distancing and keeping all those protocols in place. It was awesome. So yeah. So that was good. Let's go back to our list.
To some of your questions.
Some of the questions that I want to ask. That's an interesting one. This one. Okay, what have you been watching recently? I know the answer to this. You want me to go?
Yellowstone. Formula One.
Yeah. Formula One.
I'm into Formula One. My son Gunnar got me into Formula One, and I'm really, really into it now.
I finally finished all 9 seasons of Suits.
Yeah.
And so that took me all summer. So that was my summer job.
And you realize that you are Louis Litt.
We've had this discussion. I'm so not Louis Litt. I'll
He's
give
Louis
you that
Litt.
I'm not Harvey Specter.
Dude, you mud.
I'm Mike.
Mud.
My gosh. We're going to end this thing in about a minute, and I'm going to slap you into next week. Hi from Australia. Whoa. Alf Davis, how are you? Man, please, anyone that you know that would like to have us come to Australia, bring it. We'd love to come down there.
What time is it in Australia?
Is it tomorrow?
I don't know. I'm going to look. I know what time it is in Tel Aviv.
Okay.
Okay. London, it's 1:49 a.m.
Well.
Athens, Budapest, it's 2:49.
Well, that's good if we were. Yeah.
Melbourne, here it is. Melbourne.
Oh, so it's tomorrow at 10:50 in the morning.
A.m.
Oh, then you're hanging out at Starbucks.
Hey, that's how worldly I am.
Man, this guy.
At the drop of a hat,
he's acting like he just
check
did
that
all
out.
this
I just came
up.
up with that. It's 10:50 a.m. It's 8:50 a.m. in Hong Kong.
I'm impressed that you know how to look at your phone.
I have a world clock.
That is.
I have a world clock in my
your
head. I do. I do.
What do we? Oh, what's your connection to Paul Thorne? That's also a good one because we love us some Paul Thorne. You can go take that one.
He's a buddy. I used to box, and I met him.
Oh boy, this fell off the rails that quick, friends.
He and I had a lot of matches together. No, Paul Thorne fought Roberto Duran. Just so you know.
Yeah.
Paul Thorne fought Roberto
Paul wrote
Duran.
800 Pound Jesus that we recorded. Where were you, right? When I
Mission Temple.
Mission Temple.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've cut several of his songs over.
But he fought
Roberto
Duran. Seriously, people.
Yeah.
He fought. Now, Roberto knocked him out in the 9th round.
But look.
But Paul fought him.
Yeah. Okay, I'm plugging people's music. Go buy you some Paul Thorne records.
Yo.
The artwork on them is awesome. Paul does that.
And Paul's a little messed up.
Paul,
I mean, he's a little messed up, and
he got hit
you picked that up in his music.
He got hit by Roberto Duran. Come
Yeah.
on. Who among us? Who among us?
Knocked out by Roberto Duran, which is a pretty cool thing.
Yeah. I mean,
I'd like to knock you out.
I have a feeling I could get knocked out by Roberto
I would
Duran.
love to box you. Please box me.
Oh, I'm moving right on past you. Ozark. Somebody's watching Ozark? Yeah, man. Right?
We were just there.
We were just there. Don't think I wasn't looking for Wendy and Marty Bird's Casino. You know. I don't want to spoil it in case anybody hasn't watched it, but people who are watching it, what about the very end of that last episode? Wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sherry is saying watch Longmire. Several people have said Longmire is another good one. So, you know, I've got put that one on the list there. Anything else that you're watching there, young Marcus? You'd like to share?
I'm going to watch the Broncos here in a little bit. I can tell you that.
Okay. Let me find us another one here.
Well, you've written them all out. You've got to memorize.
Yeah. Self.
He says these are your questions.
These
but
are your
he
questions.
came up with them.
I don't know.
So what are you asking us now?
I would like to ask us now, do you all keep in touch with any of your fellow Star Search contestants?
Yeah.
And
Sam, Tracy?
We do, yeah. Talk to Sam Harris, still see his mom and his brother. Tracy Ross, who was on there with us. We see, keep in touch with T. Renee Crutcher, awesome singer, who was on there with us. So yeah, we keep in touch with a bunch of them. So it was an interesting experience we all went through together because none of us knew what to expect because that show was brand new and none of us had a clue. You know, we're just all in the same boat trying to get something going with our careers. So it's pretty fun experience that we all shared.
Oh, I missed it. It was Pete Babcock. Pete.
What?
My boy Pete.
Man.
Oh, Bo Clark. Oh, we got it. I got it since I saw Bo. Torchy, Bo wrote a book about Torchy, my college basketball coach, and I have a chapter. I think chapter 29. I wrote the whole chapter, and it's an incredible story about an incredible man, and he was my basketball coach in college at University of Central Florida. And man, just a incredible man, and incredible book. You got to check it out.
Yeah, Torchy
called Torchy.
had like 12 lifetimes in one lifetime. He was an awesome guy and loved him some Sawyer Brown.
Yes, he did.
Bless him, man. He was supportive of us when there were people who were not.
Yeah.
Torchy was on board from the beginning.
Yeah.
So
check that out. Yeah.
Yeah, he was the dude, man. Let me see, what else can we get to here? Okay, like 12 people have said Sherlock tonight, that we need to be watching Sherlock. Okay. Scott Parker says Hunter Miller's an awesome singer.
Yeah.
Preach. Oh, man, and wait till you hear him with his dad. Son, I get choked up even thinking about it. But Rosemary and Terry, you'll be hearing that later when Frank calls you to sing for you. Somebody says Mark Dance. No, not here. Not now. Somebody did ask, when we've done the things in the studio that we've posted, was it hard for you to not dance?
What are you talking about? I don't dance.
That's true.
What? What are you talking
He
about?
just moves.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's Melissa Denai's birthday? Well, happy birthday. We didn't get to see the Denais the last time we were in South Dakota, and we kind of felt cheated, to be honest with you.
We missed y'all.
So happy birthday. Oh, man. Wow, would we do anything in our career differently?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, I know he would. He wouldn't come into Pizza Hut, I can tell you that.
Yes.
And I bet you by now I'd be assistant manager there if I hadn't.
I don't think so.
Man,
I don't think so.
Missed opportunities. Do we still tour? Yes, all the time.
100 cities a year.
Yeah.
100 at least. Next year, we're going to try to do 200 cities.
Sam Harris was great. Yes, you are correct.
Oh, man.
That boy's got a voice and a half.
Woo.
So, you know what? Let's just keep plugging things. Sam's written a novel. He's got a novel out now. I would like to tell you I've read it. I just bought it, but there you go.
I read it.
Sam's got a novel out.
I read it.
So
it's good. It's good.
Oh, kids. Denise, coming. What's up? How are you? Need to come see your brother Greg. If he's up here in Tennessee, come on.
What do you do to wind down after a show? I go on the bus and I put on my earplugs.
Yeah, no, it says that. And it is. Well, I do know this.
I watch some ESPN.
He winds down by tuning me out.
Yes.
If I sit over there and start talking.
Yeah, because he just, I mean.
Yeah.
People.
This
is what happens.
We haven't been around each other for 2 weeks. Get out on the road and I'm talking. And at one point he just looks at me and goes, "Are you still talking?" Like, dude, I've been talking for like 2 minutes. He goes, "It feels longer than that."
Yeah.
And that's, I mean, I hadn't even gotten started yet.
I watch ESPN and Blue Bloods.
Oh,
after a show.
Oh, Blue Bloods, come on now.
Yeah.
That's another good one. That is another good one. Hello from Wisconsin. Oh, man, we weren't in Wisconsin. You know, we miss being out there, peoples. We really do. We really do. So, but it's coming back. I just have this really good feeling that things will be getting back to normal.
Because of my vaccine?
Back out there. The healing salve of your voice.
My vaccine?
That's it. That's it. I think a pair of earplugs could cure me right now. But, yes, people have seen us in Nebraska. Yeah, we've been there a bunch. Mark should be on Dancing with the Stars.
Yes.
With Carol Baskin, the lady that killed her, or maybe not, killed her husband from Tiger King. I don't know. Maybe she did, maybe she didn't.
What?
She's on Dancing with the Stars this year.
I don't even know who that is.
Oh, he's not even telling the truth.
I don't.
From Tiger King.
It creeped me out. I couldn't watch it.
The woman who might or might not have fit her.
That kind of stuff creeps me out. I did not watch it. I tried. I turned it on and it creeped me out. I thought I was riding the bus with you.
Okay.
All those characters.
If you hadn't been in music, what would you have done?
Oh, I would have been a coach, a basketball coach.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Somebody wants to know if they can play golf with you. I'm going to go ahead and say yeah.
Yeah.
You probably have to buy him lunch because he never has any money in his pants pocket. Never. $5 maybe.
That's kind of weird.
You don't carry money.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he owes me $50, but I don't want to drag you into my accounting right now, people. I really
Dude,
don't.
you owe me $42.
If he tried
to pay me $1, and he owes me $42. He's trying to pay me $1 at a time.
Well, what difference does it make, right? Plus, if we don't have time for it right now, this would be a whole long hour to get him to explain to you how I owe him this $42. The steps that process goes through. Now, granted, I'm not good with math, but I can't follow it.
It's my math.
I can't follow
it. The king's math.
Nope, I don't know how that works. How do you turn around from jet lag on a road trip? Now that...
I don't have jet lag.
Yeah, I don't really too much get it.
We've traveled so much.
Yeah.
We really don't.
Yeah.
And that's not bragging.
Yeah. It kind of is, but yeah.
Yeah.
I think one
Oh,
time.
someone loves Blue Bloods. See.
Oh, you can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong with that.
So everybody keeps talking about Dancing with the Stars. There's no way my wife would let me dance half with these half naked women. She would not go for that,
I dance
people.
with a half naked woman, but no,
No.
I can't see that.
No, she would not.
I
No.
don't see that happening.
I would win it, though. You know, all you folks know I would win that hands down.
Yeah. Shout out to
You
our
know
boy
I
Bobby.
would.
Shout out to our boy Bobby Bones who did win.
Did Bobby win it?
Yeah, man.
I could beat Bobby.
Wait,
I could beat Bobby.
in a dance off?
Yeah.
Whoa,
He
that
knows
sounds
it.
like
He
there's
knows
competition right
He
there.
knows it.
Bobby Bones.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You guys listen to Bobby Bones? We love Bobby Bones. We do.
He won the whole thing?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And he's got the mirror ball trophy.
Wow.
Brother.
Thanks.
Yeah. Well, friends and neighbors, Facebook is telling us that we have to go. We have to leave. But thank you guys so much for just being you. Thanks for hanging in there. Thanks for reading along, coming along on this crazy ride. And we will see you back out there. We will. It's gonna.
And just to let you all know that when we hang up from here, he still won't stop talking.
No, I
Just so you know.
But I will.
You've got
Rosemary Free said, "Dance, Mark." We know that said that you typed that, but I think Terry Free typed that all day long. So, do you want one more question? Because that's a good one. Here.
What?
Who's the best hoopster redneck that you've played with? Hoopster/redneck that you've played with.
Cletus T. Judd.
There you go.
There you have it.
Bet you didn't see that coming.
Cletus T. Judd can ball. He can play some ball. So
we are, Miss Cooper, we love you. Well, we will see you all next time. So all I can say now is
Vince Gill's a good basketball player
yeah.
as well.
He doesn't want to mention me because I'm sitting here, but
You're terrible.
That's enough said.
I mean, you're terrible.
I got to go get some Cheetos.
You're a terrible
I got to go to Kroger before it closes. I'll see you guys. Bye.